One of the stories there in our headlines, the death of the British singer Bonnie Tyler, who has died at the age of 75. We've just had a tribute paid by the Secretary of State for Wales. So sad to hear of the death of Bonnie Tyler, says the statement. Grammy and Brit Award winner, and the sound of my teenage years. Indeed so. I think a lot of people will be thinking on the similar lines today. She was best known, of course, for that powerhouse ballad Total Eclipse of the Heart, which passed 1 billion streams on Spotify earlier this year. She had, as I said in the headlines, been unwell since May. She'd had emergency surgery in Portugal. With me is our entertainment correspondent, Lizo Mazimba. What did you know about the condition she was in following the surgery?
Well, they didn't give a huge amount of detail, just regular updates on how she was doing, and the direction seemed to be that she was getting better. So people will be very shocked by today's news because she was a much-loved singer. Those songs were absolutely huge, and she was one of those people, when you heard that voice, you knew exactly who it was. And, you know, we were talking about earlier, before we came on air, about, you know, those raspy vocals, you know, that gravelly voice. That was actually the result of in the 1970s, she had an operation on her throat for nodules, and one day afterwards she kind of screamed in frustration, and that kind of produced this permanent, incredible voice. Now, it would have been easy to think with a voice like that, all you did was kind of belt out these kind of like power songs and action-packed, you know, hits. But actually, what she had the power to do was bring a huge range of emotion into that. I mean, Total Eclipse of the Heart. I mean, what a song. And, you know, the songs ranged from, you know, just kind of real action images to real genuine, you know, heartbreaking emotion. She could do all that within the range of her voice. It was her absolute life, and, you know, she adapted to different ways that people were enjoying music. She was talking about TikTok, doing karaoke there. You know, absolutely, it was at the heart of her life, the heart of her existence. You know, for her, singing was absolutely everything, and the interaction she had with fans, both young and old. And she was one of those people who, with those huge songs, even people that weren't even born when those songs were hits in the UK or the United States, still knew her music because the songs had a wonderful longevity to them. They didn't feel of the time, and, you know, people are still listening to those songs today. I mean, look at the number of, you know, streams you were saying that they have on things like Spotify and on streaming services. They have a timeless quality. Part of that was the songs themselves, but a huge part of that timeless quality was Bonnie's singing, the vocal power she brought to it, a range of just emotion to power to sincerity to everything, and it gets you just there.
Yeah, well said. Yeah, she'll be sadly missed. Bonnie Tyler, who has died at the age of 75. Lizo, thank you very much.